We thank Tom Moss for that story. Thursday night, the Lincoln-Sudbury players started their production of Scenes from American Life, written by A.R. Gurney, Jr., a former Sudbury citizen. The play, directed by Virginia Kirshner, is set in Buffalo and is placed in many different time periods. The cast includes 12 performers and a piano player, portraying a variety of characters. The play focuses on the upper-class society and how these people deal with the changing world around them. Tickets are still available for Saturday night's performance.
The phenomena of traumatic head injury is a growing problem in the United States. With a look at the issue here in the Bay State, here is Gabrielle Tiep-Daniels.
Accidents happen every day, but what most people do not realize is the number of severe head injuries that these accidents incur every year. In Massachusetts alone, over 12,000 new cases of traumatic head injury were reported last year. 8,000 of these cases were left with significant impairment, which requires long-term extensive treatment. While there are a number of rehabilitation facilities in the Bay State that provide this sort of care, few private insurance companies will underwrite more than a short-term stay. This leaves the growing population of head-injured patients and their families without access to the proper care they need.
We recently spoke to Eileen Sokoloff, a Sudbury resident whose son Adam was in a car accident last year and suffered severe traumatic head injury. We asked Elaine about her experiences and some of the problems she and Adam faced.
My first experience with head injury was a phone call at 3 in the morning from the hospital saying that he was very seriously injured and I better come over quickly. I think the biggest thing about head injury is that most of the time you just look at the person you love and they seem like very much the same person. There are no external signs of a lot of damage, and you keep hoping that the person will wake up just as he was before. What you get faced with in a situation where there's coma is a great deal of uncertainty. And Adam was at Framingham Union for 4 months, and during that time, what I remember mostly is talking to the doctor at least once a day and saying, well, you know, the sign's good, and he would say, well, it's better if he recovers in the next 24 hours. The sooner he recovers, comes out of coma, the more likely he is to have a good recovery.
What kind of organizations are there to help head injury patients and their families?
There are 2 organizations here in Massachusetts. We're very lucky in that there is a national organization that was in Framingham and now is in Westboro, the National Head Injury, and the Mass Head Injury Association, which is in Waltham. The thing is, you have to know to contact them. Little is done at the acute care level of hospitals to put you in touch with them directly. And since it's such a new area of medicine in many ways, a lot of the staff, the social services, are not well prepared to help you. They have as much misinformation as true information, and it can cause problems.
Okay, how much of the medical expense is covered by insurance?
If you have regular insurance through some commercial provider, accidents are covered. Head injury is covered, so long as you are in a hospital setting. And that goes for a place like Framingham Union, which is a community hospital where Adam had emergency service, and that also goes to the rehab facilities, the acute care rehab facilities, which are also hospitals. After the hospital level, which is almost completely covered with average insurance, there is no coverage for anything beyond 60 days of extended care. Head injury organizations in Massachusetts were only begun around 1982. There is a new state head injury program out of Human Services, but it is new. Their waiting list is long, and what they do is provide managers to try to help you sort through the process, but there is almost no money for direct care yet. Adam is within the 700s on the waiting list. so that could take 4 or 5 years before he's even seen.